This video is about helping you make the correct choice the next time you're on a roundabout in terms of whether or not to pull out. Now, the only real way to master roundabouts is through practice and experience, and they do get easier over time. But the tips I will share with you now will certainly help if they are done properly. I often find in driving lessons that learner drivers can get frustrated and flustered when it comes to making a decision on whether to go or not on a roundabout, because they can't quite work out a lot of the time what the other car is doing, probably because he's not indicating. But I always try and stress that you shouldn't worry too much about the other vehicle's indicators, because remember, if the other vehicle is going straight on the roundabout, he's not supposed to indicate anyway, at least not for the first part of his journey. Think about the two S's instead: speed and space. How fast can you take off, and how fast is the other vehicle approaching? And in terms of space, have you got an acceptable gap in which to pull out in? Is it too tight? Is it big enough that you won't cause the other car to slow down or stop? Let's look at that in a little bit more detail now in the book. So let's say you're the yellow car approaching the roundabout, and there's a red car on your right, as you can see here. You need to be aware of the speed and space. So let's deal with speed first. Now, don't forget there's two aspects to speed: yours and this person's. So firstly, how fast is this car approaching? Is he picking up speed as he approaches, or is he slowing down significantly? You need to judge that. Then in relation to yourself, do you in fact need to stop at all? Is it totally clear? Can you keep going? And if you do have to stop, are you able to take off reasonably quickly, reasonably promptly, without causing any undue delay or interference with the car beside you? That's the speed. The space then is in relation to how much space you have on the right. If you have this much space here, so if we bring the red car back a bit, that looks like a reasonably acceptable gap in which to go. But if the red car comes down a little bit further and he's, say, 1 or 2 car lengths from the line, that may not be an acceptable gap in which you could pull out. So instead of focusing too much on the indicators of the red car, if you're the yellow car, try think of the speed and space, and I'm sure that will be more beneficial to you in terms of making the correct decision on the roundabouts. So in this situation, I'm coming down to the roundabout, taking the third exit to the right, and I'm not too sure about the truck. He looks a bit close, and the other two vehicles look a bit close. But once I'm happy the black car is going, I feel that in relation to the red car, I have plenty of space, and I'm able to take off quick enough to successfully complete the turn. So as I approach this roundabout, I can see there's a couple of cars on the right. There's a green car on the roundabout, a car following the green car, and then there's a black car on the right. So as it stands, it doesn't look like I have the space to enter the roundabout. As we go on, we'll see that the two cars exited. Now, if we have a look at the black car there, the black car doesn't appear to be indicating. Now that's absolutely fine. She doesn't have to indicate if she's taking her second exit to go straight. She shouldn't indicate left until she passes my exit. So whether she's indicating or not is not the main thing I'm looking for here. I'm concentrating on the speed and space. As it stands, I don't feel I have enough space to go there, so I'm going to let her go. Now I see it's clear after her then, and I proceed. And yes, she has gone straight as it happens, and I'll continue on my journey then around the roundabout. So I was mainly focused there on the speed and the space more so. So that's just about it for now. If you would like to see some more of my YouTube videos on roundabouts, click on the link on the right side of your screen now. And thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon for another driving lesson video.